Welcome to Vitamin G Reviews. Today we're going to be doing another watch review. We're going to be looking at this Invicta 8926 Pro Diver Automatic Silver Tone with a black dial, and it has a half skeletonized back. So this is kind of an interesting watch. We've looked at another Invicta watch before, and Invicta watches are kind of the classic Amazon watch. So when I'm looking for a watch on Amazon, and you should be doing the same as far as you're not looking for Rolex or AP or Patek, right? You're looking for e-commerce brands, and so essentially what you're looking for is a watch that you like, that you can wear as a piece of jewelry, that you're going to enjoy. That's it's not going to be a premium watch. It's not going to be a premium watch in the traditional sense. So when I'm looking for a watch on Amazon, I know it's not going to be a premium brand, and I know I'm not going to get a solid gold watch or anything like that. So I always just get stainless steel if it's going to be on a bracelet. I don't like it when you have the gold toned bracelets because, you know, if you're wearing an Invicta watch, it's obviously not a gold watch, and you're already kind of faking it. You're already looking like a bit like a Rolex. To fake it on top of it and have the gold tone when it's not gold, it also isn't gonna stand up the way that a real gold watch is. Over time, it's not gonna last. So, I like just going with the stainless steel. It looks like stainless steel, and it is stainless steel. And that to me is the way to go when you're looking at an e-commerce brand watch. So as I said, this is an automatic watch, and it has a half skeletonized back. So I'm going to do my best here to get this on camera. So there's the back of it, and you can see the automatic there. I know this is going to be terrible, but it spins, and then you can get the half skeletonized back. That's a cool touch. So this watch is currently $78.82. The price varies quite a bit though. There was a single day where it dropped down to $58. If you can find an automatic watch of this quality for $58, go for it. It's also as high as 90, 78, 81, 72 it was listed at for a while. Anything in this range I think is a good price. If it was me, I'd probably wait until it dropped to about $72. I think that's the sweet spot for this watch. It's very frequently at $72. I don't think you'll be waiting that long. And I think that's a good deal. If it's at 90, I definitely would wait. At 78, it's up to you. You could save $6 or you can not. So again, this is an automatic and it's a diver, so you have to unscrew it here before it can wind. Once it's unscrewed, then you can wind it. Let me see if I can get the noise of the wind. Probably didn't pick up the noise of the wind, but you then can wind it, and then once it's wound, it'll start going, and you'll see it's an automatic, and it's got a nice sweep. It's not the smoothest sweep in the world, but it's way smoother than if you watch the video of my other Invicta watch. It's a quartz movement that just clicks between the seconds. This one is much smoother and kind of much more appealing in that way. So again, it's a dive watch. I probably wouldn't take an Invicta watch diving, but I mean, if you're diving in the year 2020, you're using a dive computer. You're not using some dive watch anyway. These are fashion watches. These aren't actually for diving, but it is water resistant. So you got to make sure that you do really push down when you screw this when you screw that back in to make sure that you're not going to get any water in there. So really nice click on the dial. And kind of my beef in general with dive watches is just you end up with this thickness due to the dial that I'm not really a fan of. If you've watched many of my watch reviews, I tend to like thinner watches. I don't like the big bulky watches. And then the fact that it's automatic, you end up with some extra bulk there on the bottom. So looking at the thickness of this, we are looking at, I want to make sure, we're looking at 13 millimeters, excuse me. So 13 millimeters is not a super thick watch. On my wrist though, it is a little bit thick. And then let's see, how big are we on the dial? Yeah, 39 and a half. Yeah, it's listed at 40 millimeters, so it's a little bit under 40. Also, getting the calipers on a circle is never perfect. So, we'll call it 40. So for my wrist, I have a 7.5 inch wrist, which is just over average. The average wrist size is 7.25. So 7.5, I have just above average size wrist. I think this works well on my wrist. I think the chunk factor is a little bit too much. I wish it was thinner, and so for that, I would almost prefer a quartz watch. And I realize, your watch per dollar goes down when you do quartz versus automatic, and then you got to worry about batteries and whatnot. But, I would just really prefer a little bit thinner And I know it's a dive watch, so it's not, it's not a dress watch. It's not supposed to be super thin. But for me, I would like a little bit thinner. But the size of the case, I quite like 40 millimeters. If I could combine the 40 millimeters of this watch with the thickness of the quartz one, let's see if I can get. I don't know if that's a good shot or not. That would be my ideal watch if Invicta made that. They don't currently, but they may. And they're selling about 7 of these a day. Invicta's really doing extremely well on Amazon. They sell a ton of watches. They're selling 7 of these. They're selling about 5 of the 38 millimeter I showed. And they have all different dial colors, all different, you can get the gold toned, you can get silver toned, you can get multicolored, all different color dials. They have really a lot of options. So, if you're looking for a watch that's under $100 and you're looking for a good looking dive watch that you can wear in, say, the shower, I probably wouldn't actually go diving with it, but, you want to wash the dishes or take a shower, and you want to have a good looking watch for under $100, you can do a lot worse than Invicta. I quite like this watch. Hope you enjoyed. Stick around for more watch reviews.